I'm going to help you with the strategy and the vision, okay, to help you build that go-to physio private practice. Because your clinical skills, okay, will definitely be massive in terms of getting the results that you want, so that you won't have to rely on marketing, that you can get massive word of mouth results. But in actually setting up your clinic to get to that level, there's a lot of mistakes, certainly that I went through, that I would like to help you avoid. And the most important thing that I want you to get clear on in this first episode of Build Your Business is to get clear on who you actually want to be treating in your clinic. Because what you want ideally is to have a relatively stress-free life. Okay, now we're never ever going to have a stress-free life, okay, especially as a private practice owner, but you want to think about the type of person that you're going to enjoy working with on a daily basis. Okay, so I certainly had a goal, and I still do have a goal, okay, on one level, to have the best sports physiotherapy clinic in the country. Okay, so obviously with that, that's attracting, okay, high level athletes, amateur athletes, etc., where people come from all over the country, from other countries, to come and see us. Okay, and we, at the moment, we are achieving that, and we're on our way to that. Okay, we still have a long way to go to that, but certainly the wheels are in motion, and we're setting some targets. Okay, or sorry, we're hitting some targets. But the one thing I would say is having those professional athletes fly in, having those professional athletes come from all over the country, they're not the people ultimately that's going to pay the mortgage. Okay, or certainly that takes time to develop that. Okay, the people ultimately that are going to allow you to run a business, okay, are going to be the everyday person that needs your help. Okay, now when I first started out, I thought I'd be just treating sports people, and actually what I found is that sometimes that can be quite stressful. And I actually make a joke, okay? I was treating one athlete, and he actually earned £5 million, okay? So he won a tournament, he made £5 million, and I turned around to my friend and I joked, yeah, but he owes me £250, okay? So I'm still waiting on that £250 for that physiotherapy session, okay? But that's just a cheeky dig there. He's a lovely guy, and I've no doubt he'll pay his bill. But my point is that those people aren't going to have the consistency, okay, or they're not going to have that security of that session by session. The session by session to help you build your clinic, it's going to be the back pain, it's going to be the neck pain, it's going to be the knee pain cases. Okay, so for the vast majority, 80% of your income, usually, it's going to be from the non-sporting population. Okay, so that's just something to consider. I was a little bit naive when I was going into it, okay, and thinking that I could just treat sports people. Sports, they're very seasonal. Okay, so you might be busy sometimes here, you might be really busy, but then in the off season, you might be very, very quiet. Okay, and in the professional world, athletes, they come and go. You may not see them again for 6 months, 12 months, 2-3 years, unless there's a problem, okay? So to have that consistency in income, to build your practice, okay, you need to rely on, ultimately, the vast majority of us do need to rely on the non-sporting patients. So just keep that in mind when you're setting it up. Keep it in mind when you're targeting your marketing. If you are doing marketing, keep it in mind with your blog posts, etc. Okay, so the other nice thing that you're going to find is that, surprisingly, I now get more satisfaction from treating non-sporting patients, okay? Helping somebody get back to something that they haven't been able to do for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. It's very, very rewarding. So it doesn't always have to be about the limelight and, having associations with these top clubs and these athletes, etc. You can get a very, very rewarding career, okay? Have a very, very comfortable income, building a very, very good word of mouth practice through getting results, but first and foremost, getting meaningful impacts on these patients' lives. Okay, so that's the first tip in Build Your Business. It's a segment that's going to help you. Certainly don't make the same business mistakes that I made as we built the clinic here. And I started out above a running shop, and how I've built it up now into a 5-treatment physiotherapy clinic with a rehab room, and with 10 staff. Okay, so that takes time, but first and foremost, it's built on the foundation of good results. Reputation, word of mouth reputation, that is the first thing that you need to get, because you can spend all the money you want in marketing, but if you don't have the clinical skill sets to get the results when the patient comes in, then it's going to be very, very costly. If you've got an ability to make meaningful impacts in your patients' lives, and you get a patient in, and that patient refers 2 people to you, and then them patients refer 2 more people to you, you will never be out of work. A good therapist will never, ever be out of work. Okay? So, as always with your business, it always comes back to having the confidence and clarity to deal with any patient that comes through the door. That's the foundation. That's ultimately going to allow you to be that go-to physio.